Hey guys, Pro here, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So today we're back on Roblox. We're on Noob Incremental again today, so let's just dive into it and check everything out. We'll just put the game sound back on for this one as this doesn't get copyrighted, but yeah, let's just dive into it and see where we're at. So I've made some progress since the last video. I'll quickly just recap what I've done as I just adjust my chair so I don't have wrist pain, and yeah, let's dive into it. So firstly, I've been farming runes. We've got a ton of them. I'll show you if I remember how. And yeah, we've got the rookie, the learner, the trained, the skilled, the expert, the master, and the grandmaster. So I've been just spamming runes. We do nearly have the level up on experts, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we're doing quite well in terms of that. So in terms of game content, I have been upgrading this as I go along. I'm going to buy that one as it was one I do want to get, so we just need a few more minutes in order to get that. I've maxed out the left side for the gems, or whatever they're called, the prisms, sorry. And I've just been doing these ones down below just for this video, because otherwise we'll just be wasting progress. I've bought these, this is all maxed, that's all maxed. I've been doing a few upgrades there, and over here I've just gone as far as I can, and we can't go any further. So we're pretty much where we were in the last video, but I've now just completed everything that was outstanding and just farmed runes. So we're now ready for Prestige 3, which I believe I was on track to in the last video. So yeah, let's just dive into it. Quick update is now over. So here we go, Prestige number 3. So we unlock it automates one of the noobs, the cooker noob. We unlock cash and cash upgrades. It unlocks the tycoon. It unlocks the super rune. We get double the blaze, 3x the fire, 5 times the rebirths, and 10 times the oofs. So all really good to see. Let's go ahead and do it, and here we go, guys. We are good. So we've completed the tutorial right now. We have got everything we need right here, and now we can simply just start. I believe we keep our runes, right? Yeah, we do. So we can just grind out a bit of fire. I think that's always a good start to any like rebirth or reset. So we'll grind fire quickly. We'll just do a quick conversion. And I wonder whether it reset my skill tree in the distance, and it actually did. Okay, interesting. So sadly that was a bit of a waste of time because it's all now gone. And I didn't realize, but then in hindsight it does make sense. So I should have probably just paid attention more. And yeah, used my brain. That is apparently not working half the time. Anyway, jokes aside, although it's not really a joke as such, but who knows? All right, let's just keep going. We've nearly got level 30, which we've now got. We've nearly maxed this one out. We've maxed that now. We do just need a trillion for this one, which we've got. We can get a trillion for that one, and so on. So all in all, we're making some decent progress. We do need a decent amount over there in order to get to the blaze upgrades. We've got the gems, or sorry, the prisms for this, so let's just go ahead and do that. Now we open up more runes, which is nice, and we can start these upgrades. So we'll just start spam clicking everything. We do have the cache, remember, now to check out, so we'll be exploring that briefly and seeing what it's all about. So the skill tree is now exactly the same. We do have this tile over here, which is 1k cash, so wherever the cache actually is, I'm not really too sure. Oh, it's here. All right, so we figured it out. So we've got a conveyor, we get a dropper, something like this. It reminds me of, what's the game called? I think it was like my first ever, like, not viral video. I wouldn't consider any of my videos viral, but I think it was my first successful video. In fact, I have to check. I forgot the game name. That's what really started it, this channel. And it's just when I was playing random games. RNG Factory. So yeah, that was my first ever video that really got like decent views, I think. I do have mini goals now for every video. Ideally, I like to try and get 1,000 views in the first 24 hours. And then, yeah, anything over that is good. And as long as I get 1k, I'm pretty much happy, to be honest. Well, it's not like I'm like losing sleep if it doesn't, but just to clarify. But I just thought I'd just cover that. I don't really know why, but we have, and I did, so. Yeah, I mean, if you have your own channel, of course, it depends how you view it. For me, I just purely do this for fun, and whatever happens with it happens. So, you know, it's just my approach to it. I mean, if it's something you're trying to turn into a business, of course, you would probably analyze it a lot more and be analytically driven and things like that, doing everything you can to try and strive and just have the best possible channel. Not that I don't, but you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. So yeah, I just thought I would go down that rabbit hole, and here we are. All right, so let's get the second dropper. Sorry, the upgrade even. The first upgrade has been unlocked. We now need 150k cash for that one, which is not really going to happen anytime soon. We can buy this. We'll buy this one until it costs a K, and then at that point we can go over to get that floor tile, which does give me 2 times the cash, and that would be good because it is absolutely something we do need. And my view on it as well is just whilst people are, because people have asked before, if your goal, if you ever decide to make a channel or you've ever considered making a channel, my words of advice is just to do it. You never know what happens. I think if I did it at a certain point in my life, I've had many channels, by the way, for reference. Not a Roblox channel before. This is my only one and first one. Although this didn't start out as Roblox. It was around 2.6k subs I changed. But anyway, we're not getting into that. I think I covered that before in a different video. I can't even remember which one it is. But I can do, like, when we hit a milestone, or if we hit a milestone, I can do like a history video of the channel, or my channels in general, and we'll just see what happens in the future. Anyway, enough yapping. But if you're thinking about making a channel, just do it. Just post what you would like, and if you like it, I'm sure that passion and excitement and interest will be shown by others. So that's my view on it. I make my videos exactly how I'd personally like to watch them, as I'm just running back and forth through a conveyor belt. Really engaging gameplay. But yeah, at least I'm self-aware to joke and make things and just have fun with it, really. Whatever happens with it happens. It's not like it's my main source of income. Yes, I do make money from it. No, it's not really enough to live off of. But I do have a regular job, which of course is my expense, like covers my bills and everything like that. And there's a lot of opportunity with that. So that is still my #1 priority. If this made me like a ridiculous amount of money a month, then sure, I'd probably consider it and go full-time with this. There'd be things like streaming, merchandise, everything else. And I'd just run it as a big channel and a business. But for now, I just do it as a little side hobby. I make money from it. I am open and admit that. And yeah, that's why some videos have to be re-uploaded, because they're not eligible for monetization. I mean, I think in my opinion, I may as well make money from it if I can. It's not like I just do it for the money. And if I was doing it purely for money, then yeah, it's not really anything to write home about. I mean, I make more in one day, well, maybe not quite one day, but in about 2 days roughly than I do make in a whole month from this. A bit less than 2 days, give or take, is what I earn in a month, roughly. So yeah, it's from these videos. So yeah, it's just a bit of fun. I enjoy it. It's not really for the money. Money helps, but well, helps keep it going. But you can see there's been periods of no uploads anyway. So it's not necessarily like I'm just doing it for money, but I don't even know what I'm on about. And occasionally I just buy Robux with it anyway, or buy equipment and buy different things. And yeah, I've got a face cam. I've not used it. I probably won't be using it for a while, just to be transparent. And then maybe this will fund different things in the future. And who knows what videos I can make in the future. Because I like to try and give back to people if I can. And at some point there'll probably be videos, but again, for that to happen, it has to be worth it financially to a certain extent. I don't mean like donations to charity. That's just absurd. Just to clarify that I'm not talking about that. But I mean videos where people give things away, like I'm sure you've seen like the Mr. Beast videos or the KSI videos where they just like give random things away, etc. They're obviously making money on that stuff, guys. If you think that they're not, you are sadly mistaken. They absolutely are. Or it's just a tax write-off in general. So yeah, either way they gain from it. And if I did that at the moment, this channel just wouldn't be profitable, or just it wouldn't be worthwhile. So anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. We do have 55k cash. Luckily I was still playing the game and progressing. So we'll do this first. Why do I keep getting stuck in this? We'll keep everything going. We'll do the first reset right here. So now we need 1 million for the next cash upgrade. And I think that actually does reset everything from over here. Yeah, it does. Oh no, it doesn't actually. My apologies. So yeah, it absolutely doesn't. We do have a few trillion worth of this to claim. We'll probably go up to like 10 trill, I think. Maybe 5 actually, just to see where we're at. So we'll buy this, and this. Okay, not really anything crazy as such, but you know, it's just whatever it is. Upgrades are upgrades, right? And now we can just buy everything we can afford right now. We'll continue to get this going. And the thing as well is, guys, if anyone does have any questions or anything in general, just do drop a comment or message me on Discord. I will get back to you if it's like a genuine question and like you actually want to do something. And yeah, I'm just happy to help where I can. I'm by no means am I like an expert, and I'm not proclaiming that I am, just for clarification, but I can just give some like sound advice. Like I'm some form of mentor or something. I don't even know what I'm on about. But yeah, happy to help where I can if you wish. So let's keep going then. We can now go for these. We'll get this upgrade right here. Pretty cool. Now we can just buy this one. We do need to get that 1k cash. Actually, I've already bought that. I thought for some reason it would have reset, but it didn't. 50k cash right there for the 2x cash on this tile. So we're up to 29.5k right now, and we are slowly making our way up to that 50k mark. As soon as we get to 50k, we should be able to get double the cash, of course, because we'll immediately buy this tile. All right, so over here then, we now need more oof. It does unlock different things, and something called the phantom mutation. I have no idea what that is or anything about it, so we'll check that out soon. We do have this, which is that how much it costs? 22.79. That's such a random amount. Yeah, it is. That's such a really random amount. If you know why it's that figure, just let me know. I'm confused by that. But then again, that probably doesn't take a lot. Haha. Anyway, I have no idea what I'm on about, as I'm sure you can tell. But jokes aside, although it's not really a joke. So let's keep going then. We've got everything here. We do need a ton of oofs in order to get to the next prestige. We have got a decent amount of marks, or runes even, as I now call them, marks. We do have the super one, which is this one right here, which gives a boost to fire and oofs and rune luck. So that's nice. Over here then, we still need trillions and everything else like that. So I think the best thing we could probably do is just quickly check out these again. I believe it was 5 mil and 15. It was indeed. So now we'll just come back over to here. We can go for probably, what does that even do? How much? It doubles it. So let's try now. Okay, so the moment of truth, 9 to 28 was that? Yeah, so it basically 3x's it from, so this doubles it and then this 3x's the double. So that's how we get to 28, and yeah, it definitely adds up. So really, really good upgrade to have, of course. We can probably just either, maybe we just wait. I mean, it's not like our cash is slow, is it? I mean, we could upgrade this. Is it worth it? Sure, I guess. Okay, we'll just spend what we have. All right, so let's now see. So here we go. We've now got this 45k. And yeah, pretty good. Pretty good at, in fact. So yeah, we just need a bit more. We can just buy a few of these. I don't really know if they do boost cash. I don't think they do. No, they don't. So a bit of an L, unfortunately. We are gaining a ton of oofs at the top as well, which is nice. So at least something's happening with that one. I wonder if it goes from TG to UTG, or maybe it doesn't. I think it might go to DTG if I'm not mistaken or something. So we'll just really have to see. And in this case now, I'm just moving my mic in case you're wondering or can hear that. So there we go. That's as good as it will be. And now we are hopefully still recording and you can still hopefully hear me. I feel that my mic setup's fallen apart. I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure it probably sounds the same, and if it does, let me know. And if it doesn't, let me know. And then I can always amend it accordingly. So we are nearly at 1 million, which is what we need for this boost. It does give us another 5 times cash boost, which is great. It does reset the tycoon, of course, but that's fine because it's worth it in the long run. All right, so here we go. We need to pick up the dropper. That would be helpful if we actually went for that. And now we can come back over to here quickly. We'll just get this upgrade for the sake of it. And now we can just quickly farm a few more of these, I think. We do have potions and things. I did use some earlier. Looks like there's been a new update today as well, because there's now the addition of minions, which weren't there when I was briefly playing earlier, to just try and slightly progress as much as I can. So, well, in terms of this stuff. So yeah, that's that. All right, cool. Good stuff. Okay, so let's now continue. We do have quests. We can pick this one up. I genuinely didn't even think to claim these, so I should have probably done that. A lot of them are things I can't really get anyway. And we do need to spam runes, so maybe we just roll the runes. Let's see how many we get. So 24.2. and we are surprisingly still on 24.2. So I guess it's just purely the base amount you open, not the amount of runes you actually pick up, because otherwise, yeah, it absolutely is. I was going to say, because otherwise we would be there already. As you can see, we've got 11k rookies, and we needed about 10k or so, less than 10k, in order to get that quest complete. So we'll probably come back to that one. I don't really want to be prioritizing that one at the moment. Now what we can do going forward then is go for more fire upgrades. I think we can buy this, try and max this one out. It doesn't really give us a double boost, so it's probably not like too worth it, I guess. And now we do have some cash to spend. We absolutely need to buy some upgrades right here. So we'll quickly just do those. Buy this dropper upgrade, as I did forget to do it, unfortunately. And that meant we left a ton of money on the table. And I guess, hypothetically, we left it on the conveyor belt. So, yeah, that's that. All right, so let's just grab everything we can. We just now can buy this one. Perfect. Does that count? It looks like it does. So, yeah, that's really good to see. And we're gaining a decent amount right now, which is absolutely awesome to see, really. And it's what we do need the most. So let's just check out what we need for this then. So we need 10 trillion in order to get to the next tier reset, which should be pretty easy to do, I think. We're on, what? Sorry, 10 trillion. Did I say 10 million or 10 trillion? I can't even remember. So there's a bit of a bait, like scroll and arrow. Maybe more upgrades come with time, but for the time being, there aren't too many visible for me. And now we can just check out this stuff. So we're gaining almost, well, about 500,000, give or take, just slightly over 500,000 every time we do get something. So that's pretty good to see. I guess we can buy the rune luck just for the sake of it. And now we can try to, okay, 100 QD, we can't afford that one. So maybe we just buy some runes. Let's just get some runes, all right? So we're up to 2 UG basically. Sorry, U2. Yeah, what am I on about? 2 UTG. And we're slowly but surely making our way up to the next prestige. We are definitely on track for it, which is the main thing. We're a 10th of the way there right now, so that's good to see. And we will slowly but surely just wait for that to complete. Over here then, we do have the ability to upgrade droppers, which we can now do. I don't really know what just happened. I think we got some form of upgrade for oof potentially, and that has resulted in, I guess, like a slight deduction, but we may as well just buy this stuff. Okay, we're definitely progressing right now, which is the main thing. Let's just disable auto upgrades, and now we can just get to the next prestige relatively quickly because we are generating a decent amount of oofs right now. Over here then, we may as well just abandon this. We'll buy some runes first for all of our cash, because at least we'll keep the runes, and we'll probably get everything reset in just a second when I do the prestige. And over here again, we will just wait and see what happens. And yeah, for some reason my oofs keep going down. Maybe I was just spamming runes, which caused that to go down right there. Actually, that's fire, so no, I didn't. I have no idea what just happened. But anyway, we're nearly there right now. That is, of course, the main thing. And we can now prestige. So let's go ahead and prestige. And oh, okay, something happened. All right, let's just get ready again. I've got the auto clicker on so we won't miss it. And as soon as we get it, we get it. And there we go, guys. So we've now hit prestige number 4. We do need to work towards the prestige number 5 for 1.0E255 oofs, which is quite a lot. We have enchantment tokens, which I don't really know what they do. Maybe we've just not unlocked that station as of yet. For some reason, I thought that was a drop on the floor, so I tried to run over deliberately to pick it up. It looks like this is all fully automated now, if I'm not mistaken, or I should have probably checked before. I know everyone's like in the comments, oh, you never check, you need to check. And yes, I know I do need to check. So, all right, let's just get what we can. These are definitely automated. Yeah, nice, really good to see that. So we'll just buy this one first, and then we can just go for these. We're up to a really good amount right now. Do these even reset? Okay, they do. So yeah, we're up to 18. We're nearly up to the final amount. We need probably about 150 trillion, which is quite a lot actually. So we'll just leave that be. Maybe not that much, but either way, it's still a lot regardless. And now we can come back over to here, start all of this again. I do need to quickly just run over to here and just get these ones going because they do all get reset. We should be able to buy everything apart from the cash upgrades and the really expensive oof upgrades, which we just can't simply obtain yet. Now we can quickly just run back over to the dropper section. We do have this, expeditions. Okay, let's see. So you can send your noobs away and they do get prisms, they do get potions, shards, and whatever they are. So that's pretty cool to see. We do have enchantments and we can actually enchant our workers by the look of it. And nice. So watch this, guys. If I get the Almighty in the first time, you all have to give me 10,000 Robux. All right. Okay, I didn't get it. So I mean, of course, the odds are like extremely low. So, okay, speed 3. Is there an index? Sorry, an inventory. There's no inventory, but whatever you have at the time, you keep. Oh no, did I just get rid of it? Okay, for some reason I thought I got rid of it. Let's just see what we can roll on this guy. Speed 2. Honestly, we'll take that for what it is. All right, so pretty cool and a bit of a risk at the same time, because if you don't get what you need, then of course you just go home empty-handed. We do sadly have to do these tycoon resets all over again, which is fine because it's not necessarily too difficult. We do only need a few more drops and then we are able to get to the first reset layer, and then that should hopefully help us quite a bit. So reset number 1 has been achieved. We'll quickly just grab the dropper as I notoriously forget, and now we can just get the upgrader as soon as we can afford it. And then that should hopefully help. So nice, we get this, we can buy these, we'll spam whatever we can afford right now. And again, we just need to try and get the cash up as quickly as we can. We'll run over to here and just buy this one for a start. And now we can buy this one. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. So 182k cash, we can make our way over to here. What is this? Merchant Factories bulk. I honestly do not even know what that is. Okay, so it's okay. I see. So what happens is it seems like my okay. Why did it? All right. So okay, pretty cool concept, to be honest. So now let's just see what we need. We need 5 of those. Okay. I see. So these are passively being generated, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe I feel that my... How do I buy these? Or sorry, how am I gaining these? I guess it's just a passive 1 per second. Or you can buy them for 1 trillion cash. Okay, so that makes sense. It's giving me more oof, which is good. And we may as well just prioritize these then, I guess, and just buy them manually. So let's go for a few more of these. And now we can do this. That's pretty cool. Prisms and rune speed. All right, let's just go for some of these. We'll go to like roughly to where we just, okay, slightly below 2x, but we do get extra cash, which is nice. And then we will just do this once, and then we'll get this back up to, okay, we'll do one more actually. And then we'll just get this up to 1.5x. And that should do, I think for now, really. Actually, let's just get this one first. Okay, so that definitely did help. We'll just accidentally waste everything, but that's all okay. And now we can, ooh, what do we do? All right, let's just do that. Oh no, I trolled. No, I didn't. Okay. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. So let's just do this then, get some of these going. And yeah, we'll leave that be for now because otherwise it's just going to turn detrimental if I'm not careful. And we do need to ensure that we are on track for the prestige instead of just messing about with that when it's not really a priority at the moment. So it's a really good thing to prioritize and get right. But when you're trolling like I am in that case, it's probably just best to leave it. We can do this. That should have been probably done prior to everything else really, because sadly it's slightly wasted a bit of our time. But again, it's good that I realized and we can now move on from it. So here we go. We can now get these. We do have the ability to buy this one fairly soon. So as soon as we can, we'll get this one. And again, we'll just spam a few more upgrades. We're on tier 22. That seems to be where we get to quite often by the look of it. They don't reset, which is good when you do a tycoon reset. So I just need to keep that one in mind. We are struggling to move around for some reason. And yeah, there we go. All right, so let's now do this, and I guess we got some more upgrades. I don't really know where from, but we'll take it. And now we can just get these going. Cool and nice. We will take what we need. Or we can get what we have. I legitimately have no idea what I'm on about. All right, let's actually get these going. I completely forgot about those. Let's unlock this guy as well. And nice, that's all looking good. So he is fully automated, I believe. Maybe? No, he isn't. All right, so we'll just leave that as it is then. We're up to 100. I can't even talk. E102. So yeah, slightly on track for where we need to be. We'll just leave everything running as it is at the moment. I guess we could convert a few of these just for some extra cash. There we go. And that should all hopefully help us out quite a bit. So we'll buy this for as much as we can. Right now, we should actually buy Dropper 2. I didn't realize I didn't have it. We can buy this one for the sake of it because it's basically free. And yeah, we're on track to our very first trillion fairly soon, I think. So not too bad. We're gaining a decent amount. We may as well just get the upgrade on the Dropper, I guess, for the sake of it. And now let's buy some marks or runes, sorry. And here we go. We can just open these up for pretty much forever, really, by the look of it. So we seem to actually be losing cash very slightly. Nope, we're now gaining. Okay, so that champion mark, sorry, rune must have just changed everything. If I call them marks, I mean runes. If I call them runes, I mean runes. So just to clarify that. So yeah, the champion rune really did help us out a lot. It gave us that cash boost, and we just got the transcendent rune as well, which again is amazing. And now we're in the billions, so really good stuff. Happy with the progress right there. Let's now just see where we're at. So let's get this one right here, get this one, and get this one, and yeah, that will pretty much do for now. We can't afford any more. So back to, I wish this wasn't a thing like that. I know it's islands and I get the theme, but it's annoying for me to fall down. I know it's a skill issue, I'm fully aware of that, but yeah, whatever. All right, so all right, so let's just upgrade this then. We can now go for this. We'll buy some of these. And what do we need next? So I think let's buy the second dropper for a start. That'd be helpful. And now we do have 2 droppers. So we need trillions, okay? In fact, when I was on about earlier, I don't even know what I was on about. We were nowhere near to a trillion, okay? So yeah, we'll just pretend that didn't happen and move on with our day. So we'll get this double. That will do for now with those. We will buy this. We will buy this. And that will do for those as well. Yeah, nice. All right, cool. So let's drop back over to here then. We'll just spam a bunch of marks and see what we can get. We get the ascended mark, which I have already actually, so it's not a new one. It's still pretty good though. Over here we have not a lot going on. We can do this. Nice, they're all now fully maxed. And over here we have more oof, which is good. We can upgrade this guy as high as we can. And we still can't afford the archer yet because the archer is very expensive actually. Very expensive. So now we can just grind a bunch of runes. We can open these forever. We are picking up the masters relatively quickly. Okay, maybe not quite, but yeah. Let's just explore the rest of the map, see if we're missing out on anything else. We can go for this and just roll this guy. Okay, speed 1, not great, but it's just what it is. Guilds, whatever. I've never really gone with them. And here we go. So we have, okay, prestige 6 is required for that. That just seems to be nothing at the moment. Over here then, we do have all of this stuff. We can actually do the resets. That gives us an additional 5x cash, of course. And yeah, let's check out these then. So let's strategically just, actually, let's just go all in, okay? We're just going to max everything out. Okay, that definitely wasn't really worth it. But, you know, it's just what it is. So, yeah. Oh, a boost to prisms. That's actually really good. I know this isn't really the advised way to do this, by the way. So, I probably wouldn't recommend to just, like, spam that, but then again, it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day, and maybe it's worth it in the long run. So there we go. So we're up to billions already. Really good to see that. We now need 10 SX in order to get to the next like tycoon reset, which is not really too bad, so he says. And now we just need to go to a few trillion to buy this, which we've now got. We can buy this one. 100 trillion for that final upgrade. We'll just spam a bunch of these again, and then we should be able to just get to where we need to be. I think we will get to 50 on this upgrade right here, and then we will stop this section for now and prioritize other different stations inside of the game, because yeah, we just have to be using our time efficiently. And I think at this point this is slowed down a lot, and it's just not really a good use of my time to grind this. All right, so over here then we'll just farm a few marks or runes, sorry, and see what we get. We are able to not really get anything crazy as such, but again, everything does add up anyway. I would like to try and get the champion to level 2. We seem to be gaining one every couple of seconds, it seems, and we now only need less than 10. Well, okay, well, all right, well, okay, I was gonna say we only need 10 and we get an absolutely insane amount, so that was really good to see. We'll upgrade the elite as well, I think, and then we'll probably just hop off this rune for now and go from there. So any second now we will get it. Perfect. And now we can come over to here, quickly check out these runes, just see if any of them are nearly able to be leveled up. We've nearly got the expert leveled up, so we are gaining them at a decent rate. Nothing crazy, but again, not really too bad, so we'll take it. It definitely does help. And now we need about 600 more, which is actually quite a fair share, to be honest. So we'll just grind this out, I think, or maybe we will leave that for now. Let's check the quest. Okay, so the quest is not really close to being done. I don't think we'll get that done today, unfortunately, unless I just AFK marks. A rune, sorry, and we'll just have to see. That's feedback, that's these. We don't need this at the minute. And nice, that'll all do for now. So back to here then, we can now just go for some of these. We'll just go for some of these. We'll just do whatever we can, really, and just try and stack them all up. So there we go. And we'll just do this one, and there we are. So not too bad. Let's just buy a bunch of factories. Oh, they... Wait, what? 9 per second. Oh, whoa. All right, that actually changes everything, by the way. So I thought at the time you just buy 1 for every trillion you have. So I expected to get like 200. But in this case, it's giving us 10 per second, which is crazy. So that's completely changed everything, guys. I'm so glad that's the case. And now we can just try and get these upgraded to a decent amount each. We may as well just do... What can we do? I want to try and get this one here just to see how much of a prison boost it gives us. So we'll just spam these for the time being. I know we just need to get a few more, which we now can nearly do. Well, we're not quite, but yeah. So, all right, more oof, which is always great. And now we do actually get that to tier 4. Okay, you don't actually lose them either. What am I on about? I'm like completely trolling, I guess. I actually have to be completely trolling. So this one is based on how many you have. These ones are basically how many you've had in the past, I believe. So yeah, it has to be. No, it isn't. Oh, is this? No. Wait, what? I'm so confused. How's this T? Oh, okay. No, never mind. I am genuinely... Okay, I get it. So it's really simple. My brain's just not working, by the way, so don't worry. I know how it works. My brain just isn't functioning today. So basically, this is the amount you have. The more you have, the bigger the stats. And then it just shows what tier you're on and how many of the previous tier you have at the bottom for ease. So you need 5 of the previous tier to make 1, and that shows I have 20 of the previous tier, so I can make 4 in this case, and then this will jump up to 4, and then that'll give me the stats of 4 of them. So yeah, I know how it works. My brain just wasn't working. All right, so Just to clarify, I fully am aware. And yes, that's that. Alright, so let's keep going then. We can now just go for some more of these upgrades. We'll just get whatever we can afford, really. And we still do need 2 more. I'm just curious to see how many of those we can get. So we're up to QD cash, which is really good to see. So let's just buy whatever we can afford. We can get this one, which gives us the diamonds mutation. And now I don't actually really think we can get much else. So that's quite unfortunate. We can nearly get this one. Actually, we're very close to this one. So just in a second, we'll get it. And boom, we get it. Cool. So that's now been unlocked. We do manage to get a new rebirth, fire, and blaze upgrade. So all nice to have, I guess. We can now quickly just... What can we even do? We could just... I mean... do this, I guess. Sure, why not? Alright, so we'll do that one. We'll just get some more marks or runes, sorry. And yeah, that's all good to see. So back over to here then, we should be able to get the next... Okay, we still can't get the next reset, which is fine. We can easily buy this. We'll get up to tier 60, I think, on this one. So that would just take a minute to do because our cash is relatively slow at the moment. In the grand scheme of things, that is. So now let's just see. So we're up to SX on this blaze. Let's now... Okay, let's just get the fire boost for the sake of it. And we should be able to just grind through this extremely quickly. Now, that's all looking good. The marks, sorry, the runes are fine. The rebirths are passive, I believe, which they are. So they should just complete automatically. And again, we'll slowly make our way up to Prestige 5. So we'll upgrade this guy for what he is. Nice to get a few levels on him. And now we definitely need some more of this, which we are slowly getting back up. The fire upgrades are automatically going through what they need to do. And now over here then, we can go for this upgrade right now. So that's good to see. And that is pretty much the cash side of it all done. Over here then, we can now get a bunch of these. Really insane amount of cash. Look at this, guys. This is going to go crazy. Okay, maybe not as much as I expected, but again, it's still good nevertheless. And that's what matters the most. So we've nearly got a diamond level up, which is nice. And we'll get that soon, I'm sure. So let's just progress through the rest of these then. We'll just go as far as we can with them. And nice, we can get this. So that did absolutely nothing. Really? I mean, it'll give us more bread when we get there, but we're not there. So a bit of an L. Alright, let's just get back to a decent tier. We'll go to this one. We'll get a few of these. We'll probably get 5 or 4 of these, I think. And then just stockpile the other ones. So again, we're nearly there. We'll just spam them as soon as we can get them. And we will just try and go up to 5. Yeah, we'll get 5. 4 or 5 should do. And they don't really take long to make, which is good. And they all do add up. So we definitely need more. I think let's just buy these then. So we're now up to 15 actually, which is pretty good. And now we can just buy a few more of these, get some of these, boom, 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 and okay, we need one more. Are you kidding me right now? All right, so here we go, and we still need one more. So any second now, there we go, and boom. All right, cool. So we get a slight boost to cash. We now just need to farm a few of the lower tier ones, which is pretty easy to do. I guess we could just max out this one for prisms. I don't think it will take too long really. And yeah, we'll be there fairly soon. So the cash has significantly slowed down by the look of it, which is not too great, but I mean, we're slowly building it back up at least. And that's the main thing, of course. So this is just really managing everything efficiently and just trying to balance them all out, I guess, because there's no like set best strategy as such for them. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But it's probably best to do it in such a way to where you maintain the max stats on each one, which will take a lot of work to get to that point, but it'll be worth it when it's there, I guess. All right, so what we'll do now then is we will now just go to probably get 2x on this. Nice, we get 2x on that. We can now just go for this as high as we can. I know I do need to stockpile the default tier 1s to just build the oof multi, which we'll be doing fairly soon. And yeah, we're doing quite well. So let's just check out the upgrades again. We have this one for 750, and the others are just unobtainable at the moment. Oof is pretty much non-existent for me at the moment, which is not great because we need it. And unfortunately we can't get it because we're just not making enough. Alright, so back over to here then. We can now go for... Maybe we just... Does this make any difference? Okay, let's disable auto fire upgrades. It does... Yeah, it definitely does make a difference. Alright, so it makes sense for me to just manually grind this for just a second. We'll probably go up to... Probably 500 SX. I think that would be quite good. We'll go all in on the cash and then spend everything else on the fire and hope that we do just have enough in order to get to where we need to be. Because if we do, then, you know, it'll give us a good boost to cash, which is what we're after at the moment. So 360 or so, whatever it was, almost 400 right now. And that's all really good to see. So slowly but surely making our way up to that 500 mark. And now we are nearly there. So here we go. We've got to 500. Let's do the conversion right now. So boom, we'll max this out as high as we can. We'll get as much of that one as well. And now we just need to enable the fire upgrades automatically. And we'll leave the game to do that as it should be doing. All right, so let's get a bunch of upgrades on this guy. These are all automated. We need 255. We're currently on 145. So we're definitely moving in the right direction at least, which is the main thing. The cash is slowly going up. We can open this rune forever. And we do pick up a few of the ascended marks right there. Sorry, runes. I know, whatever. Same thing. And yeah, whatever. So let's keep going then. We do need 26 more of these. We won't get probably one of those anytime soon, maybe. What's my RPS? Doesn't seem to show. Maybe it's on my profile. And it is not? I don't know. Oh, it is. 4.58k, sorry. 4.8k. And whatever else. So yeah, not too bad, I guess. We can actually just go ahead and equip this too. Sure, why not? Thank you. And now we can simply just misclick and open something else off the screen in error. So let me just minimize that. There we go. And now we're solid. So we're in a really good place. We do need a few more of the ascended marks. I do want runes, whatever. It's the same thing, guys. I will say this until the end of time. And I will still stand by that. So we'll quickly just grab these two upgrades. I think we need less than 100 and less than 7. Well, we need 7. You can't get less than a rune, a single rune. So I don't know where I was going with that one. And yeah. Also, if of interest, if you want me to just make like a general gaming channel where I just play like random PC games like Forza Horizon 6, random indie games that I find, just like PvP games, anything like that, just really what I play outside of Roblox, just let me know and I'm happy to make that. This will still keep running, by the way. This isn't just like suddenly being replaced by that. I just thought if I can do it, I might as well give it a go and just see what happens with it. So yeah. All right, let's keep going then. We'll quickly just grab the upgrade for this one as well, I think, because it does give me more rune luck, which is exactly what I do need at the moment. We should get this, the initiate rune as well at the same time. So nice. We get this right here. Bit of a boost to rune luck, which is always very nice. And a slight boost to oof, which again is very, very nice. So back over to the basic rune then, we'll just quickly grab this upgrade because we seem to be getting them a lot quicker right now from the upgrades we've obtained since the last mini opening of this rune. So that's nice. We can now go up to a decent amount right here and we're nearly there. So we just need 200 more, then we're good to go. And that should only take like a second or two. We're not really close to any other ones. So we'll just leave the rest of them as it is, and it gives us a slight boost to those stats on the screen. So all really good to see. Let's upgrade this for what we can. Nice, really easy. And we're up to 173 basically. So it's like fluctuating, it's going back and forth. And now we can't afford this one, we can't afford this one, and we can not afford any of these either. So that's all okay. Let's just check out the rest of the map. Nothing here. And I believe that is everything we can do at the moment. So let's come back over to here then and check what we've got going on. We are gaining a decent amount of these. We have 67 at the moment. We may as well just convert an insane amount of cash right there. That's absolutely crazy. And let's buy this dropper then. So nice, really good to see that. And honestly, let's just try and get to 70. We're currently on 67. We're now on 68. We're now on 69. And soon we'll be on 70 for the double. So again, 50 SP is not happening. We need 10 SX, which again is still relatively far away, to be completely honest. We'll pick up this upgrade first before we look at the factories anymore, because we just need to try and balance everything out where we can. And what does this do? Oh, it just donates like 10%. All right, that's pretty cool. So let's just do a quarter of everything, I guess. Nice, that's not too bad, right? So let's just top this up just a little bit. And again, that should do. And I guess we're pretty much good, really. Yeah, we'll just leave that as it is. I think we're up to QN right now, which is definitely what I like to see. All right, let's just do a few more of these. Try and just spam this one a bit because it gives me rune luck, which is a priority of mine. In fact, I'm just going to do this. So let's just get rid of them all. So 5x to fire, almost 3x to rune luck. We'll just try and get this to 3. We're nearly there, guys. Okay, so this would just take like a minute, but it should be pretty easy to do. We'll drop everything into this. We now gain 23 factories per second. Just one more set to go. And that's actually the max for that one. So that worked out really well. I'm tempted to do this. Let's just merge a few. Okay, it does give a good boost to cash. Let's just go up to, I don't know what the max is. Alright, this is quite scary. Okay, let's just leave that then. Alright, we'll just leave that as it is. I don't want to do anything I will regret later on. Let's just quickly grab this as high as we can. And yeah, it's all looking pretty good. Let's get this one back to where it needs to be. 2.5, it's a bit lower than where I'd like, but I mean, it's still fine either way. And we do need to get this one up really high again for the cash boost, because everything else is looking quite good at the moment, apart from that one again. So we'll get this back up to 3x, which also boosts the maximum amount of blaze. And then now we can just merge these. We're nearly there. So probably just a few more cycles of this and we should be good. So we'll leave that running for the time being. Let's quickly just go to this and spam this for a second. So let's just do a quick rune check-in and see where we're at. We've nearly got the elite level up, which should give us more cash, which is nice. I don't know how much it will go up by, 4.75, and that increases to 5.5, which is pretty good. So 5.5 right there. The basic is probably going to fly up now when we go to that one in just a second. 3 transcendent runes, which is really, really nice. So let's just do a quick check-in on that one. We currently have 5 out of 27. 6 right now. We're now on 7. So they're going up relatively quickly, which is good. We'll quickly just dip. I know I could do this from afar, but I'd rather just be safe than sorry, to be completely honest. We'll just auto-click these. I don't want to overspend if I don't have to. I only want to get to 3x, which we've now done. And nice, that should now be that. Alright, so we'll stack up this one to like an insane amount of cash, I think. And then we can try and get to the next Tycoon reset, which shouldn't really be too difficult, I don't think. We'll keep this video going to see if we can get to Prestige 5. I know it's relatively long, but as long as you guys enjoy the longer videos, I'm happy to continue making them. As long as I do have the time myself, of course. And at the moment, I am able to do that. So that's what the plan is. We'll keep this going. And again, we do need to try and work on this Transcendent rune. We are nearly at the halfway mark for that one, give or take. And we've actually nearly got this one leveled up. So let's check the difference on this. Let's see how much of an upgrade we get. And it's actually quite a big jump. Gives us more rune bulk as well, that one. So that was nice. This one is going to almost be leveled up as well. The Adept rune. And it's the same thing. And yeah, we're good to go right there. So not too bad. So all in all, some really solid progress at the moment. We now need 7 more. I think we just picked up a few at once by the look of it. So yeah, not too bad. We need 7 more, guys. Now we need 6 more. And soon we will be there. 5 more. I'm just curious to see. I'd imagine it jumps up to like 50x on OOF, hopefully. And we'll just soon see. Come on, game. Give me something crazy. Come on, cash is going to jump up to like 15x, hopefully. Something insane. Come on. Something crazy, please. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad. We'll take it. 61x oof. More blaze. A decent boost to cash, of course. And the other stats too. So we'll absolutely take that. that was actually pretty good. So I'm happy with that. And now it's time to quickly just run back to here. We'll just convert a bunch of these. And now what can we do? I think what we can do then is probably... I don't know what the max cash for this one is. I feel that it's not really worth going too far with these ones. Or maybe is it? I don't really know. It'd be good to know what the max cash is. Anyway, let's just invest all of our cash into something. Actually, let's save up for this one. We're not far from the halfway mark, so we may as well just get it. So we'll come back to that soon. And now back over to here then, we can just check out this OC on these, which is good. We may as well just grab whatever we can afford, and that will do. We'll just stand on this. I know it doesn't necessarily like change too much, but hey, upgrades are upgrades, right? And now we'll just leave that to be itself. And here we go, guys. So we can open up the basic rune. Let's check out where we're at. So right now we are gaining a decent amount of everything. The Grandmaster is slowly on the rise. We've already gained 7 of them right now, 8, and we're slowly on track to level 2, similar to how we just got this rune to level 2. We're going to work on this one as well. So we get the expert level up, we nearly get the master level up. The basic just seems to be non-existent really anymore. Sorry, the Rocky, because we're not even really gaining many of them, are we? Or are we? I'm not really sure. Maybe if we turn rune luck off, maybe it might go crazy. We'll check that out soon. But we got a level 2, big boost to everything right there, which is nice. E206 right now, borderline, just going up and down between 205, 206. So that's good to see. And now let's look for this. Let's put this to 0. And yeah, we're gaining more, I think. Are we? Wrong thing. And it is definitely going up quicker, but it's probably just not worth it. All right, so let's just put the max back. I don't even know how I changed this, to be honest. What am I doing? All right, I don't think it actually made any difference, so that's fine. I think everything's all good, really. And yeah, we'll just leave that as it is. So nice. Let's just not change something if we don't have to. All right, so back to the grind then. We can now come over to here, quickly buy this upgrade before I forget. And we can work towards the 10 SX. We're on 1 SX right now. Let's just buy some upgrades over here if we can afford any, which we can't at the moment. We can buy none of these. Actually, we can buy this one. It doesn't really change much because I don't think I even have any. What are mutations? Do we even? I don't even know what they are. Do we? Maybe we... Oh, I see. This. Alright, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I get it now. I'm just being a clown. Like I said, when my brain's not working, apparently it just isn't working. Alright, so we've got a decent amount of everything at the moment. We can now just wait and see where we're at. I think we will just grind this rune for a second. I don't want to use potions if I don't have to. We still don't have any equipment. There was some on release, but I couldn't get online at the time of the release, unfortunately. And I did end up missing that initial piece of equipment. I don't know what it is or what it does, but sadly I didn't get it. And yeah, I still currently don't have any, but it's an L, it's what it is. You win some, you lose some. And yeah, so we're looking pretty good. Let's upgrade this then. That should help us out quite a bit. Nice, we can just buy this and get whatever we can afford. So there we go. We don't need to spam that because it would just gradually upgrade anyway with time. Okay. So we're up to a decent amount right here. We'll get a ton of everything. We'll just wait for the fire upgrades to do its own thing. And right now we are able to... What can we actually get? I feel that we're not really gaining much more cash than before. So, okay, we should probably check out this. Let's do this. Maybe this caps at 100x. Yeah, I think it probably will. If it doesn't, I'd be surprised, by the way. So we're on 93 right now. I do want to just gain a few more quickly. In fact, let's just buy as many as we can, because we're gaining a decent amount of everything anyway. We'll get the final upgrade here. I know we can do the Tycoon resets, but honestly, I just want to get to 35 so we can just generate 7 of the tier at once. And then, yeah, it puts us in a slightly better position, although technically we're slightly just worse off at the moment. So long run, it will be worth it. Short term, you just have to temporarily pay the price. All right, so we've got what we need. 105. Interesting. So let's now just keep this going then. I guess we can merge. Let's merge 10%. And we'll just do this for a bit. And now we'll just do 10% of this one. It all does add up, of course. And maybe a few of these. Okay, nice. And we'll just top this one back up a bit, I think. Okay, cool. And we'll max this one back out again. And now we can just try and get this one back to where it really was just a second ago, I think. All right, cool. So we'll just spam a bunch of these. I think that's probably, yeah, that should be a good idea, I think. We'll just go up to a K. And actually, let's just max out. All right, cool. So we've got what we need. Let's do the Tycoon reset right now. We're currently on E227, so not really too far away at least. We can now just buy these upgrades as quickly as we can. One upgrade should just give us a ton of cash. Yeah, you can see we're getting trillions already. And that is what we need. So really, really good to see that. We'll just upgrade whatever we can afford. And we are good to go already. So not too bad. We're up to QN, which is nice. We can nearly get that upgrade again already. We'll buy the second dropper for the sake of it. Upgrade everything there again as well. Get this as soon as we can afford it. Any second now. Come on, give me what I need. And nice, that will do. All right, so really good set of upgrades right there. Let's just push this up to as high as we can. And that should do right there for the time being. Back to this then. We can now just try and get as many of these as possible. I do want to start prioritizing my oofs, I think, because we're on 230 without really doing too much. We need 255 for the next prestige, and we're not actually too far away. So we'll get this one. It unlocks a new cash upgrade. It'll probably just boost oofs, to be honest. So let's just quickly check and see what it does. And it actually gives us more mutation luck. So we'll take that for what it is. Definitely going to help us out in the long run. We do have a diamond right there, so that's good. And nice, we will absolutely take that. Okay, so expeditions. We can send a noob onto an expedition. I'm not going to do this yet because, yeah, we're still online. I think it only really is worth it if you're offline, and we're not offline at the moment. So now what we can do then is we can go for this. We'll go for the fire in this to begin with. I think we'll do it. Yeah, that should work. We'll just spam as much as we can. We do just need a bunch more, but we'll gradually get that with time. We are farming Grandmasters right now, which is just really insane to see, because I remember at one point it was like almost impossible to get them, and now we're picking them up like there's no tomorrow. So that's really good, and we're actually almost at level 3. So we'll grind this out to level 3. I think we'll get this one to level 12 as well. It should only take like a minute. And then at that point, let's see what we go from. Nice, a plus 50x on the oofs, which is good. And yeah, it all does really add up. So we'll get the trained leveled up. We'll get master leveled up. Experts just leveled up. And then I think we're good for this one for the time being. Well, not permanently, but yeah, for just the foreseeable future. All right, cool. Really good stuff to see that. Let's now go back to this one and see what we've got going on. We are picking up the Transcendent rune really quickly as well, which is nice. And we can push this one up to level 3 as well, probably in just a matter of seconds. And again, it is working relatively well. I think we can buy a new boost right now, if I'm not mistaken. No, we need OC. So yeah, we're quite far away from that one still. So it's just not going to happen at the moment. We're not too far away from the prestige. We're currently on we're on E245. We need E255. So yeah, we're not really too far away. We'll get the Transcendent rune leveled up to level 3, which will only just take a few seconds, of course, because we're gaining it at a rapid pace right now, which is absolutely fantastic. So any second, we'll get this level up. Nice, we level up multiple at once, which is crazy, and that is what we need. So back to this then, we can now come over to here. We can nearly get the next dropper actually, which is quite nice. So we'll get the mutation luck boost. We'll get as many of these as we can. 94, so we're not even really close to the next one. And now we are actually nearly able to prestige. So we can almost prestige, guys. So we'll just get ready for this, because as soon as we can do it, we will. And let's go ahead and do it. So let's prestige as soon as we can. And let's go ahead and do it now. So 3, 2, 1. Actually, let's read what I get. So automates the farmer noob. Cash upgrades are automatic as well. We get tiers and tiers awakening. We unlock equipment, which is what I was just on about a second ago with this section. So that should hopefully help us out. 5 times the cash, just over, sorry, 2.5 times the blaze, 3x the fire, a big boost to fire. I can't, like 16 times the rebirth, sorry. And yeah, 5 times the oof. So really good. Let's go ahead and do it. And there we go. So time wise, we're doing okay. We've just hit the 1 hour mark. We'll try and just grind out a bunch of these just for the sake of it, just to really see how it goes. And yeah, I'm not really promising this video will be much longer, and we do manage to keep these, which is nice, so that's good to see. I was going to check that right away, to be honest, just to see whether we kept our like factories or not, and luckily we do. So back over to here then, we'll just grind out all of these, spam auto click every single upgrade we can afford, and whatever we can get, we can get. Whatever we can't afford, of course, we won't. So we're nearly at this one. We will just wait it out for just a second. Okay, maybe not. Let's just get these, nice, and buy everything we can get, and nice, that'll do. All right, so some solid upgrades right there. Let's get this one. We can now run back over to here. We do have somewhere to check for equipment. So there is a stall over here, the market, the basic market, and we can actually spend prisms on necklaces and rings and different things. So what we should do then is probably buy the mist. Okay, nice. So yeah, let's buy the mist. That would be good. We've bought this one, and we can't quite get the ash ring yet, so we'll save up for that one fairly soon. We do have this equipped right now, which is good, and we can equip 3 at once, and we have equipment, we have inventory space for 100. So yeah, we'll definitely get this one when we can afford it, and then we'll just gradually upgrade them with time. We still can't do this activity as of yet. Guilds are there, but again, we'll just address them in the future. We've unlocked this, so 50 OC cash, and we get tiers. So we'll see if we can just work towards these. I know I said I wasn't really going to, but honestly, I'm tempted. We'll just keep the video going for a bit longer, and in this case, we'll just see what we get. So back to the grind then. We can now go up to a really high amount of these already, which is just crazy. The boosts are definitely helping us out from the prestiges. We'll just do this one very, very quickly. And now we just need a few more levels of each. So we'll just grind fire for a second manually. We'll turn this off just to make sure we get to a decent amount. We're up to DE. We'll go up to 5 DE for the sake of it. And then we should be able to max the fire upgrade. And I guess we didn't claim it. There we go. And we did. So nice. We've got what we need right there. We can now just enable this one again. And that should all be good. It will self-serve and look after itself, which is ideal because it means we don't really have to do too much. All right, so back over to here then. We do have these going. We need 5, 3, 5. Maybe we try to see if we can get that in this video. I don't know. I'm not promising it. I'm not saying we won't. I don't know how long this video will be in the end, and realistically, it's got to be like somewhat feasible. It can't just be like a 3 billion hour video, but maybe it can. So we'll see what happens. Let's just upgrade everything we can right now. I do want to try and get the tiers unlocked, which we do have to get to, I believe, 50 OC for, and we're currently on SP at least, so we have to get to 1000 SP, and we do need to do that many times. So yeah, all right, cool. That's now maxed. We can work towards this upgrade for the 3rd dropper. I think we don't really need oof at the moment. A big boost to cash right there, which is great. And let's just get this up to 5k with time. I think actually, let's just, yeah, we'll see what we can do. All right, we can nearly get these upgrades, sorry, this upgrade, which gives us a boost to tier luck, but we can't really get any tiers yet, which is quite interesting. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that plays out. And now let's drop back to the fire, which should actually, let's just open these for a second. So yeah, we're gaining Grandmasters really quickly. We gain the other one as well really quickly. So that's nice. Maybe I just grind runes for a bit. I don't really want to because it's quite late now, but we'll just have to see. And we don't get any of these, unfortunately. Do these stay on my noobs? They do. Okay, that's good to know. All right, so at least they stay. We can buy the third dropper right now. And it seems that we... Oh, we did get it. It's a drone. I was about to say I don't even think we got it, but we did get it. So that's good to see. We now need OC, guys, in order to get to at least some tiers. I do want to get one tier, I think. I don't think we'll get the cash in this run because... Actually, okay, we get oof at least, so that's pretty good. We'll equip best right now and just make sure we have... Actually, let's just equip whatever. So yeah, we can. It's good that you can prioritize different stats. That's really good to see. And yeah, we'll just leave that for now then. So Prestige 5 is where we're at. We can't quite get any of these yet. It is a bit too... Oh no. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Alright, bit of an L on my side. In fact, that was a major L. I will admit that. And yeah, a bit of an L, a major L in fact. I will say that that is a huge L because realistically it is. If I said it wasn't, I'd just be lying. And yeah, not great. So let's now keep going then. We can now get this right here. We'll just spam as many of these as we can. Just really quickly because I think we just need to get some tiers really. As soon as we get tiers, it should hopefully help. So we're up to SX. We might just have to buy a few upgrades right now, which is fine. Only takes like a minute to do. And then now we're up to SP already. Cool. So we've got what we need. We can do the reset. And there we go. 50 DE, which I believe we haven't had yet. Yeah, we definitely haven't had that one yet, I don't think. So we'll just buy the upgrades. Nice, we can get most of them straight away. We'll buy the second dropper as well. Just very quickly buy that one. And then just buy this, get the drone back. And we're pretty much back to where we were. So at least we're up to OC now. We're on NO in fact. So really, really good upgrades to have. We're powering through everything. We do just need to... Actually, we'll leave this. Let's get some tiers quickly and see what these are about. So we can roll a tier. We do get oof by the look of it. I don't know if you can like lose your tier or not, but... Okay, we just have to keep... Oh, okay. Roll tiers. Why is it so expensive? Unless that's just how expensive it is. Is the next one guaranteed or not? I don't know. I don't think it is. Okay, it definitely isn't. Why was it this expensive to begin with? I think it was. I think it was. I'm just trolling. All right, let's buy as many of these as possible. 58 right now, which is insane. We will put them all into cash. We will now try and get this up to 60, which we can now do. And I think let's just max everything out. All right, we'll go as high as we can. Hopefully I don't regret this later on. And ooh, that was a decent one right there. A slight boost to prisms. I'm like slightly concerned. I don't want to go too high. But then I feel that I need to just get as many of these as possible. So, all right, let's get this. That's fine for where it is. Or maybe we can try and get 100x cash on this one. Yeah, we do have those trees still. I was going to see if we had the skill trees on the ground. Luckily I do. So that's good. And now let's go up to 100x on this one. Okay, maybe not. That's not happening. Okay, let's just go up to a decent amount. We'll go up to 10x maybe on this. I think should be quite good. If we can even get that. Okay, a few more cycles of this. We should be there. So yeah, one more, maybe two more perhaps. All right, one more. That's fine. And there we go. So 10x cash on that one. Let's get this up to the 3x again on Rune Luck because that is absolutely what we need. We'll just leave that running for the time being. Otherwise, we'll just be going back and forth forever. And yeah, we don't need to. So more tier luck, which is nice. We can now just get this upgrade, which gives us a new oof upgrade. And then we can unlock new mutations, which will give us more cash in the long run. But a small price of 2.5 NO, which actually isn't too bad once I get my cash boost back. Because at the moment, we don't really have too many. So let's get these then. That gives us a slight boost to cash. Nothing crazy as such, but hey, it all does add up, right? And now over here, we've got a decent amount. We do just need to get this back to where it was. A few more rotations of this. Okay, a few more now. Nice. So we probably have to do that a handful of times. We can actually buy the upgrade in the distance for the 2 different mutations. You can't buy it from this far, unfortunately. So we do just have to run over. And now we've got a bunch of different upgrades, which we can't afford any of them. And we will just drop back to where we need to be. So over to here then, what we can do is we will turn this off for now, because I do want to just try and spam these upgrades over here and get a decent amount of cash, of course. So we'll get these. We can now just click away on this one. Okay, we'll just max it. Okay, we need like 1 more. Are you kidding me right now? All right, nice. So we've maxed that one out. We can now just get a decent amount of these. We'll probably convert like 10,000 tier 1s to tier 2s, and that should hopefully help. We can open up a bunch of these to see. We actually get the superior one, which is quite funny. I wish I was facing the right way for like a perfect screenshot, but sadly I wasn't. And nice, we're doing well. I love it when it's like good superior. It's just really funny to me. But yeah. All right, so we can actually awaken. Let's see what this does. And it actually gives us a boost to cash. What did that reset, if anything? I don't think it resets. It just resets my tier. Okay. So that's a really good exchange. My cash is non-existent though. Why has my cash slowed down? We didn't really lose anything, so... Oh, it's because of this, I guess. I guess this is just... Yeah, this is just lower. Alright, I figured it out. No brain again, apparently. Alright, let's keep going then. We'll convert a bunch of these this time, just to try and get some more cash quickly. And now we can just spam these. We do need awakened... We need tier 30 to get to awakening number 2. And we're currently on 25, which isn't too bad, I guess. And yeah, we have run out of cash, unfortunately. So we can open up a few more, it seems. They're pretty much like infinite. Okay, maybe they're not. Wow, okay, they're not actually. The cost does increase every time you get to a new tier by the look of it. So that's good to know. It's good to realize that and be aware of that. So now let's turn these back on then, because they do scale up. And yeah, we do need them. We'll get this upgrade. And nice, we're looking pretty good. So some really good progress so far today. Time-wise, 1:12, give or take. So this video is probably like 1:11 perhaps. I don't think I've even edited, like had to take a cut or anything. It's been consistent gameplay throughout, I believe. So that's good. It just means that it's real world gameplay. You can play along and see. And yeah, you get a real world example of what it's like. So big boost to cash right there. We're up to D for the very first time right now. We'll just quickly grind these fire upgrades out and try and get back to where we were just a second ago with those. And nice, that's good. So back over to here then, we can now just quickly check in on the runes. I know we're just like gradually just grinding both runes simultaneously. There's no real like thought process behind that. It's just what we're doing. And it makes sense, in my opinion. It's working relatively well. So we can get the Grandmaster level up right here, 201x. Oof, really good to see that. We're currently on E305. Honestly, I'm just tempted to go for 535 right now. And then just give you a really, really long video. So maybe we do, maybe we don't. I'll see how realistic it is, okay? We'll see how realistic it is. I don't know if it's achievable or not in the next, like, half an hour, maybe. That's how long I plan to go longer, maybe. We'll see. I don't know for certain, but again, we'll just happen to see. All right, so big boost right there. Let's go to get some more tiers right now. And we can hopefully get a tier level up fairly soon. Cash-wise, let's actually just check the upgrades because we do need to do that. And that one's 330, which gives us the Phantom mutation. Tier bulk. Okay, I did not even realize that was an upgrade. I completely missed that one like a clown. So, yeah, that's that one. Over here, then, we can get none of these. All right. So they're all too expensive. We should probably just grind out a few runes, I think. I don't really want to because of the timings and everything, but maybe we might just have to. And honestly, I might. Okay. I might do 15 minutes on each rune and then see if we can do one big final push to E535. I don't know. I'm torn between doing it or not. I don't know because of the time and everything. It's quite late now and I do have like other commitments and work and things, so we'll just see. For now, let's just open up this then. Still, I know at least it's pretty cheap. Sadly, we don't really have a luck boost. I don't know how I can get more luck for this one. maybe we just get it from runes. Do we get it from runes? Tier bulk. Is there anything for tier bulk? Doesn't look like it. Am I missing a rune? That's a good question. So we've got everything, I think. So what? Am I missing anything? I think I'm able to get another rune somewhere, I believe. Maybe not. Probably not. Okay. Prism upgrade tree. That's what we need. So yeah, we can't really get much else at the moment. We still only have the 2 basic runes, which is fine. We can't get that noob yet either, so I honestly think we just grind out runes. And there doesn't seem to be a lot to give me tier luck, it seems, which is quite unfortunate. I don't think we can actually get any upgrades for that either at the moment. So yeah, we just have to hope for the best. We did get 1 tier up at least. Are they rolling automatically? No, they just go up, but the price just increases based on your current tier, which is good to know. So okay, that's fine. I think let's just stay on this for now then. We'll check this out again and see what's going on. 50 DE cash is enough to do a reset, but at this point I'd rather just try and get to the next set of like the tiers and the next awakening. Whether I can or not is a different story, and yeah, we'll just have to see. So let's check what we have. So we've got 10 of these. In fact, let's just buy a bunch. Okay, I definitely overspent, I think. Okay. All right, definitely a slight overspend, but that's not too bad. Is there anything that gives tier luck? Doesn't seem like it. Mutation luck would be nice, but it's not really one I have. Let's do 1 of these and then do this, and that is the maximum tier. All right, so let's just get a few of everything. I did not mean to zoom in right there. And yeah, this is all fine. Okay, so let's just get, we'll do 10% of each. So 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, and just 10%. And yeah, okay. So slight grief, I think, personally, but it's okay, I guess. Let's just do all, actually. All right, so let's just do all. Oh no, it's all gone wrong, guys. All right. So, yeah, okay. Okay. Let's just do 10%. Okay, that's fine. And we'll go up to a decent amount here. Let's go to 30x. I think that's a safe amount. And then we'll just max this for what it is. And let's go up to 100. Okay. So a bit of a troll. Sadly, it wasn't like as good as I expected, but it's fine though, because it's still what it is. Now I'm just going to leave this running for the time being. I do want to try and get to Awakening Tier 2. Hopefully we can get there. We do only need 4 more tiers, which actually seems a lot harder than it sounds, because we seem to be stuck around 25 and 26. It is taking just a bit of time, unfortunately, and I don't think I have a direct way to boost my tier luck. Actually, I do. All right, let's scrap everything I've said. Let's just quickly grind this out again. We do get a gold, which is quite nice. It gives us more cash and stuff. So let's get these going. We will just get these as high as we can, and it would be nice if I can move. So there we are with those ones. We can now buy these back, and yeah, pretty solid. All right, so some good upgrades. Let's now go back to the section over here. We can't really afford those consistently at the moment. Back over to this side then. I do now want to try and buy some of these upgrades. I believe we can get this one here. So yeah, we can. So we can eventually get this one at least. 500 DE, which gives us 10 extra cash. So this is just going to take a minute. We did actually just pick it up because of course we must have got something crazy from the drop, and now we have 10x cash. So really good to see. Happy with that. Let's now just check this out. We're nearly at that one, but still a little bit far away, unfortunately. And now we will just come back to here. These, yeah, we do need to farm those, I think. So nice. So let's buy one of these. Cool. We've got what we need right there. And honestly, let's just grind this for just a little bit. So I think maybe we can get a few tiers now. The odds are slightly easier, it seems, or slightly better at least. Not anything crazy. Actually, what we can do is we can spend prisms. So we have prisms, we can get some of these. So roll more tiers, we can get better tier luck, which is what we need. Let's just buy one of those and one of those, and we'll save up for this one next, I think. So yeah, we'll save up for this one next. That should hopefully help us out a little bit. And now it's not really changed too much in the grand scheme of things, but hey, it all does add up, I guess, and that's what matters. So we're up to 3k prisms per basically minute or so, less than a minute in this case because of the boosts I have, which is good. And now, nice, it's a 1 in 5k. We might actually be able to get this. I don't know for certain. We've got 5 UDE, which might be another upgrade, I believe. Let's just quickly check. And it is 2 times tier luck. Perfect. So now we can get 2 times rune bulk for 250 UD, which is quite a lot actually. And 500 UD for the dropper upgrade. So they are relatively expensive. Let's now just spam these then. We should surely get to, okay, tier 28. Nice. We're on track, guys. We're on track. And now we need to get to tier 30, remember. So tier 30, okay, we hit tier 31. Let's do the awakening, and there we go. So we get a boost to fire, which is quite nice. And now we do need tier 50. We're back up to tier 31 already, which is where I was just at a second ago, which is good. So we've pretty much just picked up from where we were a second ago already. We are actually now at an all-time high, and that keeps going up by the second. How much does this cost? It costs 123 NO, which is extremely cheap for the amount I have. So that's good. We can open this infinitely if we wish, and that will do with that one for the time being. So back over to here then, we do have a ton of these to buy. Okay, we didn't get as many as I hoped, but that's okay because you can't always get an insane amount of everything. And now I think what we should do then is probably go for, let's go back up to here. Nice. We'll turn this one off for now. And what I do want to do is buy the rune bulk for 250, which is quite a lot, I'm aware, but maybe we just go for it and save up. So we'll spam these as well. There's no reason not to. I think, actually, let's just check everything else out quickly. We could probably get a few of these. Yeah, let's just do this then, buy a bunch of these. Doesn't really change too much, but it orders that up at least, so there is that element to it. And now we can just spam whatever we can afford and go from there with that. Okay, so we definitely need runes. Runes is my #1 priority at the moment. Let's get this upgrade one more time. Actually, we can't even afford, actually, how much? We need like 50, but all right, let's turn this off then for the time being. We'll just quickly get a decent amount of this. I'll try and get maybe what would be 2 levels worth. So we'll go up to plus like 600 maybe, and hope that's enough because I don't really want to do another reset if I don't have to, but maybe we might. So let's just get this then. We'll go to 653 just to be safe, and there we go. So let's see, do we get to tier 36? And we actually don't. We need 200 or so more. So that's really unfortunate because now I have to just do the whole thing again, which is not really what I wanted to do, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. And now we can turn auto upgrades off. We can just quickly stack up a bunch of the blaze again and just get to the amount we need. And then that should hopefully get us a bit of a boost for cash again. So we're up to 141 UDE cash. We'll buy this upgrade right now then. Turn this back on. We'll just leave this running it automatically. Whatever happens with that one happens. And yeah, we'll just leave that for now. So back over to here then. We are nearly at 330 oof, which is what I need for this upgrade. We'll just be spam clicking it. It seems to have slowed down very slightly, which isn't what I'm hoping for. I think now let's just check this out and see if we can get anything to directly boost oof. We can, but not really urgently. So, okay, we're back on track. It seems to be going up again now, which is good. And let's just wait. Buy this. Okay, we can not quite afford it yet. We're nearly there, guys. I'm just spam clicking it so it doesn't like get stolen from an upgrade. And there we go. So we got that upgrade right there. We've unlocked the phantom mutation right now. Pretty good to see. And we can actually buy the 2x rune bulk as well. So the play now, guys, is 100% to open up runes. Let's just max everything out we can for the runes itself. We're not getting to 535 in this video unless something crazy happens, I don't think. And the runes all seem to be maxed. So that's all good. We can now just convert, probably, we'll do 25%. Just stack up the cash, I guess. Try and go to 500x if possible. Okay, we'll just do them all, actually. Let's just do them all. Should have just done that to begin with. So we'll try and get up to 500x cash to see if that's the max. Whilst that's going on, we'll quickly come to here first and see if we can get to 36. Probably not, actually. Let's just leave that then what it is. We can turn this one back on because there's no reason to not have that on anymore. And now we can just try and get there. We're nearly there, guys. We need 5 more, 4 more, and 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and we've done it. So I don't know what the max is. I have absolutely no idea. Let's just go up to, try and get up to 85 per second. Nice, that will do with that. And let's open up some runes. So we're going to go crazy. I'm just going to do 1 set of potions, 7.5 minutes of each. In fact, I don't even really need this actually. So let's just ignore the potions. Let's just check out our inventory. We're gaining these pretty good. They're going up quite quickly by the look of it. So yeah, we're skyrocketing in these progress runes, which is nice. That should jump up to a decent amount. We've maxed out the coin, which is, I don't even think we've unlocked that yet. Or if I have no idea where it is. So yeah, that's that one. All right, cool. Let's check out this then. We don't want to do that. We need to go to here. All right, so we can nearly get the next tier luck upgrade. Maybe we hold off on that one for now. Or maybe we get it. I'm not really sure. All right, so let's just close this off. We don't need to buy any of those. We're completely free to play. And I believe I have no game passes. Let's just check. And I don't. Nice. All right, so good stuff. We can just go for... What do we need? Let's go for... more. I think let's go up to... I mean, it's not really slow. So I think we should get everything up to... probably tier 10 for we'll get transcendent up to tier 10, and then I'll do the same for the other one, for the, I can't even remember what it's called. Is it champion? No, it's not. Grandmaster. We'll get Grandmaster up to level 10 as well. We'll regroup and see where we're at, and then maybe we can push towards 535, but if not, we'll probably just wrap up the video probably fairly soon, I think. And yeah, we're still doing well either way though. That's the main thing. Progress is progress, guys, and that's what you need to recognize. So, not too bad. I'm happy with where we're at. We've actually done really, really well today, and that's something you need to recognize when you do well. Because it's just consistently doing well that matters. And I consistently do well. So, a big boost to tier luck. I do need to max these, but they are extremely expensive. There's no way I can afford those at the moment. So we're not. And now we're up to 2.27 DDE cash. Maybe we just got something that was absolutely insane. I don't know if we did or didn't. But yeah, tier 10, level 10, whatever you want to call it. That's fine for me. Over here then, these are all looking good. And I think we can get this one. Nice. Alright, cool. So a big boost to the farmer speed, which is nice. So they're all good to go. Let's now just do the same for this one and get this up to where it needs to be as well. So it went from tier 4, level 4 to level 7 in like a matter of seconds. We're gaining a crazy amount of them. Celestial rune has been unlocked for the very first time. Level 2 already on it, guys. This is absolutely insane. Do you know what? I'm actually tempted to push to 535. I don't know if it's realistic. If it is, we'll still try. I'm feeling like we can potentially get towards it. More rune luck as well. This is just insane. Absolutely insane, guys. Like, words don't even do it justice, the amount of progress we're making here today. So let's just go up to, what should we go up to? Let's go up to tier 30, I think. Level 30 on that one. Or if we're near to the next tier on this one, we will. Okay, level 30 will do for the time being. Let's just run away quickly. These are all automated. We can buy the Archer Noob. Let's just get him to level 47. There we go, 48, whatever. I don't know why I said 47, it's just whatever it was. And nice, that will do for now. Okay, so some really good upgrades right there. Let's just grind a bunch of fire. We'll quickly do a blaze reset, plus 20 levels on that one basically, which is just ludicrous to be honest, absolutely insane. And now let's go to this rune, see what we've got going on, because I think it's going, oh my word. All right, this is really easy. We'll come back to that in just a second though. So yeah, so let's check out this mark, or this rune, sorry. We could probably, we might even get the universal. I don't know if we can or not, but let's try. So this is now going crazy as well. This is insane. And now we have got a ton of everything coming in right now. I think we do need to still prioritize these ones as well. It's not like I'm neglecting these. I'm just trying to balance them out. Ideally, if we can, we'll get this one up to 30, I think. And then I believe we are doing okay. Then maybe after this is at 30, we should probably go back to the tier section, try and get to tier 50 if we can. I don't know if that's achievable or not. And if it is, we'll go for it. If it isn't, then maybe we just have to leave that for now, because I don't know if we can get there. I mean, the runes are helping us tremendously, of course, and it's really good to see that. I feel that I'm missing something. If I am missing something, please do let me know. I think we've covered everything from my understanding anyway. So yeah, that's that. So mutation luck, that's what we need a lot of. All right, so let's just now do a decent conversion. We'll do this and we'll get a few of these. Okay, big boost to oof, really good to see that. And now we'll just get the cash back up slightly. Not that I necessarily need a lot of it, but let's just do this and this, get some more of these again, and yeah, that would do. All right, so let's get to 150, I think. Yeah, nice, that would be okay for now. Slight like change of stats, but I'm sure it should be worth it in the long run. And this is going insane, absolutely insane, guys. We'll get the transcendent up to 1k, that should be quite good. And then we're up to E420 right now, which is good. We need probably 2 more levels, I think. And I'm honestly tempted to use a potion, you know. I'm still really tempted. I know it's late. I know I need to get up in like 2 minutes, but honestly, I'm tempted. I do want to try and get there. It's the longest video probably ever on the channel. But hey, I'm having fun, and that's what matters the most, right? So 1 more level on this one, and then we should be good. We can't quite get the next rune as of yet inside of that one, so that's unfortunate. But anyway, back to this one then. We can now just grind out the celestial like there's no tomorrow. And I think that will be what we need to hopefully help us get further ahead, which is ideal really, because like I said, we need progress and we'll soon get it. So 3k to 3.75k, which is insane. And now we do get more rarity luck as well from the fire upgrades, which the celestial rune is boosting up tremendously. We do have 3.17k prisms per every so often, which is good. And now maybe what we do is we probably should save up for some better equipment. I think that's a priority of mine. We do need to prioritize our equipment because it is good to have that. And yes, it's something we need to be cautious of and mindful about. So we'll get this up to level 6. That'll be okay for the time being. 4.5, nice. And we can quickly just come over to here. We'll upgrade this guy as high as we can, and that should hopefully help us out just a little bit. We can now make our way to the tier section, which will give us some good stats. And okay, we've smashed that out the park, guys. We've absolutely smashed that out the park. So let's do this reset then. We're up to 56 already, 60, a new all-time high. It actually gives us almost 10x rune bulk, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, we now have 10x rune bulk, guys. This is just absolutely crazy. Like, honestly, we've made so much progress in this one video. I just feel that we're like doing so well, and I'm sure you probably feel the same way too. So again, not every video will be this long. This is like more of a one-off type thing. I know my videos are relatively long in general, but this one is probably going to be pushing 2 hours when it's about to finish. And yeah, we this won't be a regular thing, just to clarify that. So just so that you're aware, okay? All right, let's open up a bunch of these then. We can now go back to this one, and we're powering through these. These are just flying up. This is just insane. Look at this, guys. They're just like zooming up. Awesome to see, and really, really good stuff. So let's go up to probably level 50 on the Transcendent, I think. That would be quite good to get to. And then we should probably just grind a ton of the other rune, because it is what I need as well. We're currently on E451, so we are less than 100 away now, which is good. We do probably have to keep manually upgrading the Archer Noob as well, so we do need to remember to do that, because it's good to do that as we do get the additional oof from him, from his manual generations. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that whilst I remember. Nice. And we'll just get one more level. Nice, that will do for now. All right, cool. So let's open up the rune menu. I just want to see this because this is going to go crazy. Celestial rune is 6 out of 1.1k, level 6. And yeah, it's going crazy. So really good to see that. I think we might actually have an upgrade to buy in the distance, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. And no, I don't. I bought them all. Okay. I know we have this one. I just can't afford that. So yeah, we're pretty much good to go right there, I think. In terms of this then, we may as well just grind this out for the time being quickly. Nice, a new all-time high right there, 68, 74. And what can we go up to? I'm not really too sure. And maybe we can get up to 75 potentially. Come on, game. All right, maybe not. So for now, we will just go back to over here. We do need to grind out a bunch of these. We've currently got Rarity Luck tier 11, now tier 12, which means we'll probably get a new all-time high. And let's just quickly go to this. We could do, yeah, let's just do this reset quickly. Not too bad, right? And now we are back on track. So, all right, cool. Let's go back over to here then. We'll just grind this out. They're all automatically being done. 467 in terms of our overall progress. And now we can try and get this one. 469 right now, which is good. We're not too far away. And what we'll probably do, guys, is if we get to 535, I will just start the next like prestige off, but we definitely won't be doing that today as it is extremely late, like I've mentioned already. But I'm just trying to make some good videos, and hopefully you enjoy them because I enjoy making them. Alright, so let's check in on our runes then. We still have our potions, remember. I don't really have too many of them, so I do want to try and save them where I can. And the Grandmaster one is not looking as good anymore because the Celestial is far superior, and that's evident in the stats. So 7.5 right there, really good to see that. We've got level 10 on that one already. We'll go up to probably, we'll go up to level 11, I guess. There's no reason not to. And then we'll probably just rotate back to the other one and see if we can get this. 67, we'll probably get this up to 70 perhaps. Or maybe we won't. Yeah, it looks like we can. We'll quickly just get this to 70 and then we will dip. All right, cool. So let's come back over to here then. We'll get this one up to 70 as well. How many do we need? 16 mil. So yeah, that's not the same. The levels don't scale the same in terms of these. This one is obviously easier to level, and you can see that in the requirements for each level. So, or maybe, yeah, look, so 15.1 for 53, and then 54 will be 16.2. Yet 16.2 is level 70 on this one. So yeah, you can see the difference. We will just leave that be. But anyway, we're progressing, which is the main thing. Let's just quickly come over to here and see what we can get. We're still on 74. I think we'll get a good jump in just a second. And hopefully we can, because we need it. And we probably won't get to 150. I don't think we'll get that anytime soon. Just to be completely realistic, because yeah, it's just not achievable at the moment. Let's just quickly check the equipment shop. Prestige 6 for that one. So we're quite close. We do need more. And that is a huge jump, by the way. Oh my. Alright, so we do need to try and get the drift rune. Sorry, the drift ring. And we're about a bit over a third of the way there. So we'll just leave that going then. We won't spend any of our prisms because we do need to try and get to that drift ring as soon as we can. E485. So sadly, we seem to have slowed down at the moment, which is not great. We can buy this, which I forgot to do. So a bit of an L on my end. And they're all fully maxed, which is good. This is all looking okay as well. We can't do anything over there. We've gone through the runes already. E486, rotating between the two. And now E4. Okay, so it seems that whenever we upgrade the Archer Noob, we seem to make some decent progress on our overall gain. So I think the play then is to probably just try and keep this guy as high of a level as possible. It's not guaranteed, but it seems to be the best way to make the money. And as you can see, or the oof in fact, not the money, but it's the same thing really. And yeah, so we'll get this level up right here. Nice. And now we are nearly there. We need a few more to go. I say that like that's light work. It obviously isn't, guys. We can actually claim this, and this resets in 1 hour right now, which is good. And yeah, everything else is how it is. So we do have some of these ticket things to use, the enchantment gems. Let's go over to the new guy, the archer, and see what we get. So speed 2. Can we get better than speed 2? Oof 3. Okay, we'll leave that one personally. I don't think we'll get anything better than that, and I'm not really prepared to chance it. Let's see. Okay, nice. We get a really good upgrade right there. And let's chance this one. It's the default one, so... Oh, nice. We get it. All right, cool. So we got really lucky there, to be honest. I'm happy with that because it's what matters the most. 52k prisms right now. So they do continuously go up as we keep grinding, of course. And with this, it would be quite good to just try and get to where we need to be. Okay, cool. We get a tier boost, which should slightly help. We do get the flawless tier right now, which is pretty good. So maybe we can try and get to at least maybe... Okay, I was going to say 80, but I've realized how much of a cope that is. So yeah, 80 is not going to happen. However, what we can do is buy a bunch of these, plus 31, which is insane. And now we have a crazy amount. We can just go and buy a few of these, and that should hopefully help. Cash is what we need. And let's now just see. So, okay, that's looking pretty good at the moment. Let's just change this back to 100%. We're up to pretty much 60k prisms right now. We won't get any more of those anytime soon. And what we do now need to do is probably just... What have we got 10 of? Items. Oh, prisms. Sorry, the enchantment tokens. So that's what we had 10 of at the bottom, if you were wondering, as I was curious. And we got the answer to that at least. So now let's see what we can do. We're on E506, which is not too bad, but still a little bit far away, really. And we just have to grind this out, I guess. It's not really the best grind, but it's just what it is. And yeah, it all does add up. So now we'll go back to runes. We should probably just try and stockpile a bunch of these. Or maybe we sacrifice... Ooh, we need these. We need the tier 7s, really. That's the issue. But I don't want to lose these. Alright. Let's do 50%. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. Let's do 50%. And now 50%. And... Meh, I don't know. I don't want to overcommit. We're so close yet so far. Okay, let's just leave that then. I don't want to do anything out of regret. We can nearly get a Grandmaster level up as well, so we'll do that momentarily. Let's just quickly grab that right now. And there we go. So that's good to see. And now we can get a few levels on this guy. I think this is just going to be like the hardest part of the video, which is expected. Because, of course, the further you go into a prestige, the harder it becomes. I don't really want to quit now. So it's a bit of a dilemma. It's really, really late. We've made so much progress. This video is really long as it is. I said I'm happy to go for 2 hours. We're about 17 minutes away, roughly. And then I should probably head to bed because I need sleep. And I have to get up really early. So I think what we will do then is... What do? We don't really need much cash. but I feel that this is good to get. Okay, we get a few levels on that one. The reason I'm going for cash still is to buy more factories, by the way, so we can get more factories per second. We'll leave that fire upgrade stuff running automatically. We do need more celestial runes urgently, and now we do definitely need to try and get a higher tier as well, I think. So before we do that, we'll just wait for this to get back to where it was, because I believe we were a few higher than this as it is, and this is just automatically gaining the QNDE from the fire in the QNDE level, of course, and then whatever it can afford it will buy and upgrade. So we'll get this one back, then that takes me to where I was just a second ago. I'll just actually disable this for the time being. It would just take a second to do, and it's probably not worth it, but we're just doing it anyway because it's just slightly quicker. And nice, we can turn this back on then, and then the rest of it will be done automatically. So runes are looking okay. Let's check out this guy quickly. So nice, we can get a decent upgrade right here. We'll get this one as well whilst we're just lingering around if we can. Actually, we can't. So, okay. Progress is slightly slowed down. I need to get this one up, but I don't really want to lose too many. Let's do... Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm in a really bad position, to be honest. I'm like stuck, but not stuck. I know that makes no sense. But we'll roll tiers. I'll see if we can get anything higher than 75. It would be ideal if we can. We're about halfway to that ring as well, by the way. I believe it was 142, if I'm not mistaken. We're currently on 72.69, now 76, which is good. And ideally, we can just get to tier 75. The odds are like terrible, but even, sorry, 76, if I said 75. But if we can get one tier, that would be insane, because it should hopefully give us a big boost to oof, which is exactly what we do need. And yeah, we will just have to see. So I could really do with like this pack, the 12 mil, but we're obviously not doing that because why would I? We're free to play. And people enjoy the videos on, especially as free to play. And yeah, the only thing I have is Roblox Plus because it's sometimes just easier to play on private servers, and if you need to like do anything, it's just easier and stuff. So that's why I do that, if you're wondering. But yeah, I just thought I'd clarify that. And here we go. So we can nearly get this upgrade. There we go. We can now buy it. So a bit of an upgrade. That actually changed a lot. Wow, that's a big boost. So again, it is slowly but surely increasing, which is the main thing. And now the other resources keep going into the other guys. That's why it takes a while. Maybe we just disable this and just purely go for this guy. Is that a good play? I don't even know if that's a good play or not. I mean, they're all like the same price, so it doesn't actually change too much. So yeah, we'll just leave that as it is. We should probably grind out the next rarity look, perhaps. Okay, let's do that. First, we'll get this one, which should give us more oofs, which would be great. And then we'll just get the other one shortly afterwards. In fact, what we'll do actually is, let's get this tier up. 181 to probably 196. So it looks like it's plus 15 per drop. Per level, sorry, which is pretty good. So I think maybe I just run runes for 15 minutes with potions. I don't know what the max prestige is. What actually is the max prestige? Let me try and see. I don't know what the max prestige is, okay? Max prestige is possibly 7 or 8, I think. Prestige 8 by the look of it. So yeah, Prestige 8, I think. Yeah, it seems like Prestige 8 is maxed. So we're not too far away. I mean, we are, obviously, in terms of actual progress. Number-wise, we're not too far, because we're borderline Prestige 6. If we had this, it would really, really help. We'll get that soon, though. And in fact, I'm destined. We're getting this today. I don't care how long it takes. Less sleep is less sleep, whatever it is. And that's just how it goes sometimes. So, you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. I thought I'd never say that, to be honest, but there I am saying it. Alright, so nice. We're on tier 59 right now, level 59. And now we do need just a few more. Prisms are slightly going up from whatever we did get in order to boost those. I don't know what actually it was. Oh, it could have been this. I do want to like just dump everything into this, but I feel that that's a troll. Just to get extra prisms. I don't know if it's like worth it or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So let's now go up to these upgrades. We'll just stand on this, or do we open runes? I honestly don't even know what to do. I feel that I'm like slightly stuck. I'm not like necessarily like completely stuck. I just feel that we need to just be mindful of where we are. And we're nearly there though. We're nearly there. We need E20, E19, and we are not far from it, guys. We're really not far from it. So as soon as we can get this upgrade, it will really, really help. I think we will be able to just get it in a second. And there we go. So E16, 516. We're nearly at well, we're at E17 in fact. And we do just need to wait for the other guys to level up first based on the automations of the other characters. And then as soon as we can get this upgrade, it will automatically be done. And nice, a little bit of a jump. I don't think that was really a major jump by the luck of it. I think it's really not. Or are they just passively increasing? Maybe they're just passively increasing from the fire upgrades. So nice, we take that. And now we are doing okay. So we'll just leave the game to run for that. There's no point of messing about clicking and things when I don't necessarily have to. Let's just grind this one out manually. Actually, let's check runes. So runes are looking pretty good. Maybe we can get this up to 10k, but oof. Let's do that. So we'll get this up to 10k. The other ones are like grinding out as well. And then we should be able to really just see what's happening with these runes. Get a good picture of where we are. I'd like to try and get them to a good level, really, if possible. I feel like they slow down deliberately based on rune luck. So maybe we explore that another time. Maybe I just put in like 1 luck just to quickly check. We'll wait for the tier up first to get to the 10k. We need what? Less than 2k? Not even that, 1k now. And then we're good to go. So we'll quickly just get the Celestial tier 14, which we've now unlocked. And that's good. So over here then, we can now just let that keep running. We can quickly try this then. So right now, let's just put in 1. And is that really making a difference? It actually seems to be, but it's not really worth it. Alright, so let's just turn this back to 0, and then it should go back to max, which it does. And yeah, we'll just leave that be. It's pointless otherwise. We're just wasting our time if it's not on the max, it seems. And yeah, that's good to know. Alright, so let's try and get these done. Nice, really, really good stuff. We need 15 to go. We was on E520 a second ago. We've done all that. I don't know why I'm running over here. And now factory wise, we do have a bunch of these. We're on 100k of the prisms. Let's just see if we can get anything from this side whilst we're waiting. And 104k. So I think it was 142 if I'm not mistaken. So oh, 121. Okay, a lot less than I actually realized. So that's even better. It means we'll get it sooner. And now we are good. So we are doing quite well. Of course, progress has slowed down significantly. I think what we can do then is probably see if we can get a tier up. I don't think we can. The oof seems to have slowed down significantly now. We now need 14 more to get to where we need to be. I think it would be good if we could boost this one, but I don't really want to lose everything else. Although maybe it makes sense to do it. Alright, let's just do that. Alright, I'm going to risk it all. I think what can really go wrong? So he says. Alright, let's just check these. That's looking good. Actually, let's just level up elite. Takes like a second. We'll get one more transcendent level, and then we will drop to the other one, see where we're at with those. We'll get the champion quickly, and that will do. Alright, cool. So they're all looking good. We'll get skilled up very, very quickly. And nice, that's now done. And back to here then. We can get this once. We can get this again by the look of it if we auto-clicked it. And again, we can get this one almost. Nice, we did get it. And we can probably auto click this one actually. We can probably steal it from the other ones if we can, potentially can. Not quite. And there we go. Alright, cool. So we'll leave that running then. Back over here, we've got that. We can't really do too much with those. And now what I'm tempted to do is we'll chance this for like 10 seconds. And then if we don't get anything... Actually, before I troll and grief all my factories potentially, we are on 111k of the prisms. So we do only need a handful more. In a few minutes, we'll be at the next ring, which should hopefully help us out a lot. And in that case, we will maybe, just maybe, get what we need. Okay. So big boost to cash, big boost to prisms. They would be great to have, but unfortunately, we just simply can't afford those. They would be great as well. We do need to work towards all of these and we'll get them at some point. So 3 more prism drops and then we should be able to get the drift ring. The clay ring is still really far away, but this should help us out regardless. And then we should probably go for the frost necklace first, which would be good. And yeah, so that's the plan with those. So we will just wait for them in just a second. We may as well just upgrade the basic, sorry, what's it called? The Archer Noob, I believe. And yeah, we'll just manually upgrade this guy if we can. I don't think we can quite yet because of the other ones. We do need a few more seconds worth of drops. And any second, okay, there we go. So that's that one. We will just step on this for the time being. And again, we're nearly there. E9 to go. So again, we're really close when we are where we need to be. And this is it, guys, the final drop. So in 32 seconds, we will be able to get the ring and then hope that gives me the boost to my oof that I need. We're going from 11x to 245. So a huge boost to that. A good rune speed increase as well, which is always really appreciated. And yeah, we just need this oof boost. And then maybe we can get to the next prestige, or at least I hope we can. Because if we can't, then that would just be a disaster, really. And who knows? Who knows? So 2, 1, and boom. Okay, not quite. We are slightly just off. Because it's in the Ks, we can't really see exactly how much we have. Maybe we have like 120,870. And then in this case, that's just rounded up to the 121k, despite not actually having it. So unfortunately, we have to wait an extra minute or so, well, 40 odd seconds in this case, and get there when we get there. So we'll quickly just upgrade the archer. I should believe it is this way, which it is. So we can get an upgrade on him right there. Maybe we can get another one very quickly. And it seems that we won't be able to now. So let's just run back to where we need to be. Any second now. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Alright, so let's buy this ring. We can now equip it, guys. So this should hopefully help us out quite a bit. It does actually seem to stack as well, which is insane. And nice, we'll take it. Alright, really good stuff. So let's continue the grind then. We can now just try and get some of these. I don't think we can get any more. Luck just doesn't seem to be on my side for those ones at the moment. We do get more rune speed right now, which means we should probably be powering through some of these, which we seem to be doing. And now we will probably just go up to maybe level 70 on this one, I think. I think that would be quite a good benchmark for the Transcendent rune. And then we should hopefully be on track for 535. Oof. E35, whatever it is. I can't even talk. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We are gaining at least. Yeah, we're definitely increasing slowly but surely. Not anywhere as quick as it used to be, but that's fine. Level 67 right now on the Transcendent rune. This video is definitely going to hit the 2-hour mark. My voice is like basically going now. I've just been talking for 2 hours straight with like no drink or anything, so pretty cool, pretty impressive. I could be like a radio host. And yeah, maybe I could. Who knows? Maybe in a different life. Or maybe it's never too late. So it's not like age matters with that job, you just talk. So as long as you have a voice, you know, you can do it. Alright, so over to here then, we can now quickly just grind a bunch of these. see what we've got going on. We will just try and get this to maybe 100. Is that a bit far-fetched? I think it is personally, but maybe we just do it. All right, maybe we just do it. Wow, our very first max rune. I think that is the very first max one. It is awesome. Master is fully maxed out, guys. 21.5 billion seems to be the max. Really interesting. I didn't even think about maxing runes out specifically, but yeah, good to know. All right, let's just check the archer, and we are nearly where we need to be. We'll keep spam clicking this guy. Okay, nice. We are nearly there. So we will get there. It'll just take a few more minutes. We may as well just stay on the rune whilst we're waiting, because realistically, we're about 4 away now. E4 away, give or take. Every time I say E4, I always think of like the T110 E4 from water tanks. Completely random, I know. And yep, so that's that. So there is a minion pack. We do have this. I was tempted to get these, but I don't know what they do. The Divine Totem equipment. If you want me to get these, let me know. Happy to like check them out and see. So I don't know. I'll drop a comment. Let me know what you think, guys. I might even put a poll out. And in the next video, depending on how it goes, I'll buy the starter bundle and the minion pack, depending if you guys want to see that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway, let's just upgrade this as high as we can. We are nearly there right now. We'll check out the new content in Prestige number 6. We won't dive into it for too long, because otherwise we'll just be here forever. And we're not going to be here forever, because I need to go to bed and sleep soon and get up in the morning. So yeah, anyway, we're nearly there right now. We're very, very close. We can not really do anything to directly boost our roofs apart from runes, but in this case we may as well just wait, because we are nearly there anyway. And there we go, guys. We can now Prestige. So Prestige is available. Apparently I can't even move anymore. I'm just getting the thumbnail in traditional fashion. And now let's just get what we need. Cool, that should do. And there we go. Nice. All right, cool. So let's get this then. So we've got automatic blaze gain, which is great. We've got wheat, bread, and the advanced rune. More tier bulk, more tier luck. Cash remains the same. More blaze, more fire, more rebirth, and more oof. So there we go. Nice, we get it. All right, so all really good stuff. Happy with the progress, like I've said several times now. The upgrades sadly aren't automated, it seems. It just looks like they are just generated automatically. Marks, sorry, the runes and everything are fine. We'll just quickly... Oh, we do keep these. That's really good to see. We should just be able to power through these again really quickly. So that's what we'll just do. We'll leave this running. We'll just do a few of these, I think. Okay, maybe not. We can't afford any. Okay, that will do for now. We can do an awaken right there. And then we can't get any more because we need to do a tycoon reset. So we'll get the tycoon reset going. We'll just get a bit of cash quickly. And then we'll just pretty much catch up to where we are. We'll check out the new content for Prestige 6. And then we'll definitely be calling it a day, because this video is 2 hours and I'm now in dire need of a drink. So, all right, let's just keep going then. So we'll quickly just grab this one. Nice. I believe this is the final one, I think. I don't think there's many more after this. I think, is this the last one? I honestly can't even remember. So let's just get this. Nice, that will do. Quickly run back over to here. Get the dropper, of course. And we'll see. So I believe this is it. I do believe this is it, guys. So nice. We'll just grind a bunch of these, I think. Okay, maybe not. We can't afford any, which is surprising. Okay, maybe we just need these then. It'd be helpful if we actually played the game properly. So let's just get a bunch of those. Now we just need to go up to DE, which we'll get eventually. And we are rolling the tiers. We do need to get to tier 30 for the next awakening, which is pretty close. Quite far still at the same time though. And now let's actually just buy this. Why have I not bought this already? Let's just get this stuff quickly. That would probably just boost us up tremendously. I'm sure we'll progress like there's no tomorrow in just a second. Get those, get all of these. Nice. This is all helping us out a lot. And there we go. So we can buy all of these pretty much. Nice. And now we should be good to go, I think. Nice, let's buy these. And cool, we can't get that one, still in traditional fashion. E640, which is not really too bad, but we're definitely not going for that in this video. That is a guarantee, guys. We're just not doing that. So we can spam these. We were on 75 before, I believe. And that was my all-time high, if I'm not mistaken. So let's now just do this reset, get this maxed out, guys, and then just quickly get this all sorted. And then once this area is done, we'll just double check everything out. And then we'll check out the new content, see what we can do, see what the new rune's like, if we can get it straight away. And if we can, then that will be good. All right, so that's all fully automated right now. This is all done apart from the top one, which we just can't afford. And yep, that's fine. Over here, we need the UI upgrade tree upgrade in order to get this, which is probably one of these. Let's buy this. Okay. Oof, Morty, nice. All right, let's try and save up 16k for this and just see what it does. Well, the next one is afterwards. I don't know whether that UI upgrade is one we've got yet or can get fairly soon, sorry. Hopefully it is, but probably not quite yet. And we just need to be mindful of that. So it's good that we don't have to waste our time doing the blaze upgrade resets anymore. We can just click away and get what we need from those. Sadly, it's not fully automated with the upgrade side, but hey, everything works regardless though. So yeah, we'll take it. All right, so E500 already. We need E640 though. So now we're looking really good. We'll just quickly grab a few more tiers. I think 68, 73. Come on, guys, just give me, come on, game, give me 75 again. Just mirror my at least match my old highest tier, please. Come on, I deserve it. Cope. So it just isn't meant to be in this case. I think let's now just get a few of these going. Okay, we can't buy any. Okay, we've maxed that one out, which is nice. Now let's try to max this out. Okay, we're actually doing... Honestly, I'm just going to do this. I know it's a bit controversial, but in the long run, it should be worth it, guys. Okay. Let's just max everything and just hope for the best. Alright, that was slightly a troll, I think, but hey, it's just what it is. So now we can just grind a few more. So the stats are like non-existent at the minute, but what we can do is probably just send some guy out on an expedition. Let's do the cooker, I think. So we'll send the cooker out. Hopefully that was worth it. Okay, we need to actually send him. And oh, okay. He just passively gains rewards every minute. So maybe we could have just done that anyway. All right, so here we are. We've got this bread, 22 bread. Shouldn't be too bad, right? Let's just buy a bunch of these and see. So we can't really... Okay, it's just automatically generating things. We nearly have the cash, but we're not gaining any cash because I've already just, you know, wasted all my stuff right there. So we'll just keep doing this then. We can now get more wheat as that's what we need initially. I wish we could buy the field 4. Sadly, we can't because we just can't afford it. We aren't having much success with this either. So yeah, we'll just get everything back to where we need it to be. At least we know what the maximum oof is on all of these ones now and things, so that's good to know. And then we should just now be able to probably just do this, I guess. We'll get this up. Nice, that's not bad. And now we can just do a quick conversion again. We'll just get a few tiers of everything really. And then we can just pick up more of these in the future because realistically we just need a few stats in everything. And yeah, it's just something at least. So again, it's nothing crazy, guys. I'm fully aware of that. And I don't expect it to be anything crazy at the moment, because we spent everything on to tier 7, which is just ludicrously expensive. That will do. We've got the maximum rune bulk, which is the priority, really. The rune speed is still something we can work towards. So let's see if we can get this. I can't remember what it was. Was it 1.5x, I think? Maybe it was. I genuinely can't even remember. So we'll just see how this plays out. Maybe a few more resets should be able to do it. And any second now, hopefully. Alright, nice. So we've got that one maxed out. We just need to get this up to 3x, which should be quite easy, to be honest. So we'll just spam a bunch of these. About halfway there, give or take. So we'll just continue to merge. We'll leave them stacking up for now. And we do actually have a few bits of bread, so I guess we can just open up a rune and see what we do get. We get one little mark, or rune, sorry. And that gives me a bit of oof. So good stuff. Definitely worth it in the long run. We'll just deposit everything right here. And then we can just, I guess, upgrade these. Bigger wheat storage, deposit, sorry. And maybe we work towards that. But for now, we may as well just get more bread. And just upgrade whatever we can afford. So all good stuff. We'll open up the rune right there. Somewhat unintentionally, but it's still fine. And now we can convert these. We can do this. That's all now maxed. We can get a decent amount of cash. We'll do a few of these. Okay, hopefully that was worth it. I know we had this one up to like 400 previously, but I think with these ones, guys, I'll probably just grind these off camera. I think I really just need a decent cash morty and everything. So we'll get this one back to 1.5. We'll get this up to 3x. We'll get a decent amount of cash. And then that will probably be fine for now for these ones. I just wish we could get more. I should have probably just hoarded a bunch of cash and just got a decent amount of upgrades first. But unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be, right? I slightly griefed. Was it worth it? Not really. Not really. But hey. It's just the way it goes sometimes. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So right now then, let's go for this. We can go for this and max this one out, which we've now done. We just need to get this back to 3x again, and then we can just start stocking up the tier 2s. And that's what we need. Alright, cool. So we'll leave that be. We've got a decent amount of bread. We will just reinvest it, to be honest, instead of the mark. We'll go for more wheat, go for more bread, I think. And we can nearly get the double up. Actually, let's just deposit this. We can quickly just go for this. We need one more level. And we do have... yeah, we've now got it. Nice. Alright, let's upgrade the storage a bit. We'll deposit everything we have. We'll upgrade this again. We'll upgrade the storage again. Deposit everything. Upgrade this one more time. And let's try and get this to 15, I think. If we can. And now it seems that 3 wheat is 222 bread, which is not too bad at least. Everything down the line is too expensive for the time being, so we can't really do too much with those ones. And now let's just buy this to this level. We can try and... oh, we have to like collect it manually? We always have to do that? Maybe we did. I don't even know. Anyway, let's just get this upgrade then. Really good stuff to see. We will get this and that one. And that should do. Alright, cool. So we've got a decent amount of upgrades. Our cash has gone up from 121 to 122. So that's nice at least. We've got to tier 75 again, which is our all-time high. And that's good because it's what I did need. So now we can do a conversion right here. We can manually click away, I think. Actually, let's just change it to like 25% just so it's a bit quicker. And now we'll do a 10%. Whoa, not 100, 10. And nice, that will do. So now we are looking good. We'll get this up to, okay, a new update. I don't know what that's all about. This video has legitimately been going on forever. And I don't even know how many people like watch this, but you know, it's just what it is. So there's now like a hacker tree or something. They fixed that. They've dropped the prices on a few different things, new milestones and other things like that. And most importantly, a new code. So let's now just claim this. This video is way longer than I expected, so we'll probably just wrap it up fairly soon. Redeem this code, 20 tickets, pretty cool. And now let's just grab these, and yeah, we'll just do the rest off camera, I think, for those. So we do have everything in place at the moment, I believe. I don't think we're specifically missing anything. Let's just quickly check out this and see what we get. What did we get? Did it even say? I don't even know if it said. Okay. Oh, maybe it was there and I just blindly claimed it. Maybe that was the case. I think that was the case, in fact. Alright, so a bit of an L, unfortunately. But hey, it's all good. So now, let's just quickly get a few more of these. What was the maximum? I believe it was 500x, if I wasn't mistaken. We just need a ton of these factories, by the way. What did I need cash for? I know oh, it was the field, wasn't it? There we go. So yeah, we get the field upgrade right there. Pretty good stuff. And now we can just keep upgrading these, really. We're up to a decent amount of bread, at least. A K already, which is not too bad. Sorry, wheat even. And the bread's looking pretty good. So now let's just open up the rune. We do get a few of them. What do we pick up? We pick up more oof, wheat, cash, rebirth points, wheat, fire, cash, oof, and bread. So not too bad. Definitely a lot to do still in this world, in this area. So yeah, we will chase this another time. We're definitely not doing it now. Guilds, maybe we check them out in the future. But again, for now, we'll just remain guildless. And in terms of quests, we can't really do many of them. So we'll just leave that as it is. And then I think let's just claim this. And yeah, that will pretty much do it. So hopefully you did enjoy the video, guys. If you are new to the channel, do go ahead and subscribe. Check out my other videos. We'll quickly just see what we've got from this guy. And he does give us some prisms, which is quite nice. So yeah, prisms aren't too bad. We may as well just keep him. I wonder if it like makes any difference for which one you put in. So this one is the best one in this case is the farmer for me. So we'll just send the farmer, see if it makes any difference. I don't know whether it does or not. We can do that for 2 hours, so we should have 120 rewards from that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So all really good stuff. Happy with the progress we've made today. Absolutely crazy progress, to be honest. But then again, that's probably what you'd expect in such a long video. I mean, honestly, maybe we try live streaming at some point. I don't know if we do or don't. I'm not guaranteeing it, nor am I promising it. So yeah, we'll just have to see if I do or don't. Anyway, that's it for now. Check out the 2 videos on the screen and subscribe if you haven't already. And apart from that, I will see you in the next video. Peace.